Trojan family, Trojan gang. Fight On Forever is in the building. And today, we finna talk about that new kid that I know y'all probably heard about. JUCO transfer. Walk on at that. He played, at the lower levels. Originally from Chicago. Walked on to the team, at 6'3", 315 pounds. Malik Amos, right? Now he a big body. 6'3", 315. He what we need at size-wise. But as you watch the kid practice film, he's raw. He very, very, very raw. Like, he might not make an impact for us this year. He seemed, he need his technique up. But this practice film was that what I'm gonna show y'all. This practice film, it is, I think from 2022, right? So he could have been developed further, but when I'm looking at the film, he's strong, right? He seemed like his technique is off though. He get too upright. He need to keep his pad level low. I feel like he raises up too high and he try to fight the offensive lineman standing up. You got to stay at pad level with a low pad level at an angle at a certain degree. You don't want to get upright. You get upright, then the offensive lineman is going to win that battle, right? So as you watch film, you see he get upright sometimes, but he's so strong and so big, he's still able to push through. Now, he ain't going to be able to do that at a power 4 level, right? He going to have to keep his pad level low. So it'll be interesting to see how far he can come along because he got the requisite body to play. 6'3", 315, that's what you would make in the lab to play D tackle. So I can see why SC let him walk on. But as y'all to see the film, he's very, very raw. Like I said, he get upright too quick. So it'll be interesting to see how he will play if he kept his pad level right. He had his chop game, his break block game, his hand fighting game right. His hand fighting game need to improve. He need to focus on making sure he get his hands on the offensive lineman before the offensive lineman get his hands on him. It seemed like he don't care who's hands on who first. He's trying to push and get around, right? He's trying to get around you. He's playing really without no technique. And I know this lower level, but you gotta have a coach that's gonna coach you up better than that. I mean, I'm the untrained eye, right? And I can see that. Okay, pad level too high. He's not making sure he gets his hands on the offensive line before the offensive line get his hands on him, right? So you can control the fight. So one, low pad level, you add leverage. You can use your stronger, you can exert more force with low pad level, right? You're not upright. And then second, you're able to disengage, right? And to be able to disengage, you got to control the hand fight. So you control the hand fight by dictating the terms, by getting your hands on the offensive lineman before he gets his hands on you, or not letting the offensive lineman get his hands on you at all, period, right? So those two things right there, the hand fighting, the hand grapple game in the trenches, and the leverage game, low pad level, right? Correct those two, then we'll be able to see what he got. But he's one of those players that's like, okay, he's raw. He's very raw. He's playing off all his athleticism, everything he doing because he's 6'3", 315 and that strength, right? He ain't gonna be able to do it with that raw technique on this level. So we want to see if we can put that technique on him. What's his potential? Now, once he got his technique right, then we'll see the potential. Like, okay, he's star potential, he's starter potential, or he just rotational piece, or whatever it's gonna be. So he's a wild card. That's why he's a walk on. That's why you let him walk on, let him practice, let him go to practice and see where he could go. It could be a star up under all this rawness that I'm seeing, right? So we gonna see about it. 6'3", 315. I ain't mad at it. He ain't taking up a scholarship. You never know. You never know. And we need it, right? Even if he could just provide 4 or 5 plays a game. If he could just provide 4 or 5 plays a game to where he could hold his ground. All I need to ask from him, don't get pushed back. and he seems strong. Got to keep the pad level low. If he keep his pad level low at 6'3", 315, he should be able to hold his ground. That's all I need you for. Hold your ground 5 or 10 plays so our starters, our heavy rotation players can rest, right? This is them give our players a blow type snap, right? And I think he could build up to that. That could be the floor. In the ceiling, like I said, you never know. You never know what Coach Henny is doing with him at practice. So it's going to be interesting to see. I don't expect him to play this year, but don't be surprised if he do. If he do, that means he cleaned up his technique. That means he's actually performing in practice. It'll be interesting to see. I would like to see him in practice. I wish we could have some practice footage and see him in a scrimmage or something. See him his recent game footage and how he looked against high quality D-line players like Elijah Page, Jonah Mahan, players like that. I would love to see that, but it's hard to judge off the competition he playing, and then you could tell the technique is so raw. You know what I'm saying? Tell the technique is so raw, right? So, but I like it though. I mean, we gotta be creative. When we ain't got all this money to spend, when we pretty much struck out on the D-line besides Gavin Meyer, we gotta get creative. You know what I'm saying? He could be the next Rudy. But Rudy was undersized. He ain't undersized. This could be the next Rudy, but with the NFL body, just, you know what I'm saying, walk on, ain't expecting to do much, but come and do something. Like, it be diamonds in the rough like that. At least at the college level, he might not ever even be a star at the NFL level, but on the college level, he could actually probably, you know what I'm saying, be productive, be of some use. And if anybody needs some use of the defensive line, is USC, because we thin right there. Another thing I want to talk about, man, I see some even the USC fans. One of my Carter Sports subscribers told me that LSU, like, we're gonna have to play a perfect game. He said they look different in practice. He said them dudes are so big and fast, like, you know what I'm saying? I guess the 1,400 pounds we gained, I guess we ain't big and fast. But some even USC fans feel like we gotta play perfect. Is they listening too much Feinbaum? I know Feinbaum said the game will be over by the third quarter. Some of the USC fans watching LSU practice and losing faith. That's what I'm saying. We just gonna see about it. I ain't mad at nobody's opinion or what they think gonna happen. Ain't nobody right or wrong right now. That's the greatest thing about the off season, right? Ain't nobody right now. Ain't nobody wrong right now. But somebody finna be right and somebody finna be wrong, right? But all that matters is our USC Trojans and and what they do, man. And honestly, I think it's gonna be a good game. No, there ain't gonna be no blowout. They're gonna be able to score on us. I mean, if them tackles as good as everybody say, right? Jones and Campbell, if they good as everybody say, they should have time to pass. And no matter how good our DBs is, if the quarterback got time in the pocket, he gonna find somebody. So I feel like it is gonna be a shootout. It is gonna be a shootout unless, that's why I'm saying it's important for Braden Shelby to get back healthy and get in practice. It's gonna be a shootout unless Jamil and Bear and Anthony Lucas just cause damage. Unless they cause damage. I mean Anthony Lucas got to be a nightmare to keep one of them tackles occupied, right? Somebody else got to be a nightmare off the edge to keep them occupied and be able to go one-on-one with everybody else. We got to be able to isolate their guards and their center. If they book ends that good, we need stunts. We need to make the offense line have to work off teamwork. You know what I'm saying? Have them not knowing what coming, showing them different multiple looks, multiple stunts, multiple gap coverages, not just 3 and 5 taking them. You know what I'm saying? 2 tech, 4 tech, 0. Like, we gotta come at them at all different angles and be creative, right? So I think we is gonna have to get creative with the pass rush, unless Jamil or Braden could just beat their man, beat one of them tackles, and be like, yeah, NFL potential, you're one of the best, but me too. Yo, y'all got Harold Perkins over here. Okay, he nice. He NFL. I'm Brandon Shelby. I'm Jamil Muhammad. You know what I'm saying? Or whoever we got out there got to be ready to put pressure. Right? If not, it's going to be a shootout. But I definitely feel like we capable of the shootout. Miller Moss is very efficient. He knows the offense. It's going to be a shootout. But Trojan fans that start interfering and watching LSU practice and know they so big and fast, come on, man. Our team is big too. You know what I'm saying? We don't have a small team. That's out. That left when Grinch left. We just don't have the depth. But the players out there that's gonna be playing ain't none of them undersized, bro. Like, ain't none of them undersized, and they all got speed. The one player we do got undersized, Eric Gentry, he's still a unicorn. He's 6'7" though. You know what I'm saying? He's 6'7" though. So we gonna be good. We gonna see about it. I'm very confident in this Trojan team, right? But Malik Amos, USC getting creative. Got to walk on 315 pounder. And he's a smart kid. And he's a hard worker. He got a great work ethic. He got that dog work in his mentality already. Right? Coming from where he came from. I think he was at a college. He's from Chicago, went to a college out here in California. They cut their football program. And he had to go to another college and keep grinding, keep doing this thing. During the midst of all this, he got his degree and graduated. Right? He's a hard worker. He already got that dog work mentality. A don't quit, ain't nothing gonna stop him. He said something like, everybody told me I was gonna be the product of my environment, but I'm the product of my decisions. And that was powerful when he said that. So he know life is about you control your destiny. So if you want to be great, you gonna put in the effort to be great. So I know at minimal, this kid is going to put in the effort to be great. And Coach Henny is going to give him the dog work and the effort and the coaching and the motivation and the leadership and the mentorship to be the best version he could be. And the best version he could be, I feel like can help USC. So what y'all think, man, about Malik Amos? Is Trojan fans, is y'all doubting this LSU thing? Y'all feeling like they gonna whoop on us? Y'all been listening to ESPN, SEC, ESPN too much? Think we gonna get waxed? Well, you know, I'm happy for y'all though. I'm happy for the USC fans that's doubting, because I know how I feel to doubt, and then you watch the game and you be like, okay, we in this thing. So those who doubting, it's gonna be a blessing for you to see our team out there competing, and I believe gonna win. It's for the people like me who I expect us to win, and if we don't, or if it's a close game, we're gonna be on pins and needles. At least you watching with no expectations, so you might be in for a treat. You might be surprised by your USC Trojans, man. But until then, it's Carter Sports, it's Trojan City, it's SC. So let's go.